defensive tackle for your Seattle Seahawks, Brandon Mebane. Show some love for Brandon Mebane.
All right.
That's right. Bane, how you doing today, man?
Doing pretty good. How you doing?
Good. Last time I saw you, I want to get right into it. Last time I saw you a couple days ago.
Right.
I got to see you at Toys R Us.
Right.
Over 100 kids got to spend $100 at Toys R Us.
Right.
That was fantastic that you did that. Your teammate Michael Bennett, KJ Wright, Russell Kuhn, Cliff Averill. Why do you do it? You've been doing this since you were a rookie. You know what I mean? Why do you do it? There's no media there, nothing. Why do you do it?
Well, the thing is that, we want every kid to have a Merry Christmas. And, we want every kid to be happy on Christmas. Because that's the one day, he was looking forward to. He's like, man, I wonder what's in that, what's in the gifts. And it's kind of like it's reverse. Kids actually, they get what they want, either way. But they actually go pick out what they want instead of telling their parents this is what I want. And maybe it's on the tree, maybe it's not. But they go there and be like, I want this. But what's another good thing about it? A lot of the kids siblings that don't go, they look out for their brothers or sisters that's not there, and they're like, I'm gonna get something for my little brother or little sister. And I'm like, man, that's what's up, man.
But Bane, what was real cool about it wasn't like you just came there and spent the money and said, okay, go. No, you were running around the store with the kids, helping kids pick out gifts. Are you still a big kid?
I like going toy shopping, man. It's fun, man. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, Brandon. You get a chance to do that. That makes you feel pretty good, I imagine, on your
right.
off days.
We've been doing that since my rookie year. Last year we didn't do it, due to the fact I had my hamstring surgery, and you know how that went. That was a real rough time, but we're not going through that no more. So it's been real fun. I first started with Marcus Tubbs. He was kind of like the lead man doing it in my rookie year, and we've pretty much been doing it ever since. So it's been real fun.
Brandon, we've had a lot of superstars in here, and we've had last week we had a tight end that models, but this is the biggest crowd that we've ever had right here.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Yeah,
that's
people want to see me, man.
Yeah.
Brandon, I think you're one of the most underrated players in the NFL. And
thank you.
Last year, when you pulled that hamstring, it was just such a kind of a freak deal, the way that happened. But what's it like, and I know this very well, but for you, having an injury and having to be around there and watching the film and standing around and everything, but not being part of the team, that's got to be tough. And I got to imagine you're really appreciating this year.
Yeah, it was really tough because, we went to the Super Bowl again. I was like, oh, man, I want to play. I want to be a part of this again, because, during the game I was like, man, do I really feel like, am I a part of this? Did I help the team get there to the Super Bowl? And, I had a lot of guys tell me, like, yeah, man, you did a lot. And that's when our goals, again, we're trying to get back to the Super Bowl. But, we're going to take one game at a time. And, we're going to give our best effort.
Brandon, we were talking earlier about the run defense and the dirty work that it takes to pull that off.
Right.
And in the locker room today, we were talking to Ataba Rubin, and he was talking about how just the job is different from so many other positions, where your job isn't necessarily to make the tackles and to rack up all the stats. It's to do a lot of the dirty work. How would you describe that dirty work that you guys do?
Well, it's pretty much those two positions is not like the glamorous positions as far as you don't catch the ball, you don't make touchdowns, It's not what we call. It's not a sexy position. So we know how important our jobs are, and we just try to do the best we can to help everybody else do their job.
Brandon, G. Scott was just calling you and Ataba Rubin sexy before you came in.
Wait a minute. We are talking to Brandon Mebane, and he does have one of the sexiest dances out there, right?
Oh, man.
And we talking about Mebane, right?
Yeah.
It's not. Is it possible? Is it possible?
Sunday. I'm gonna give it to you Sunday.
I'm gonna
give it to you Sunday.
Oh, there's a lot of things. I just got.
See.
I don't know how to do it, man.
Go ahead. You got it. Yeah, there you go.
Show me how to do it, man.
I see, I would do it.
Mebane. It's Mebane.
Okay, I'm gonna show you how to do it. I want you to do it.
Okay. Brandon Mebane, if you're listening in the car.
Put your left foot up.
If you're listening in the car, Brandon Mebane stand up, right foot
back some.
Okay.
Now lean back.
Lean back, okay.
And then you just go back. Yeah, just go back with it.
Yeah, give
you gotta get your stump. Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, I just got a massage, man. You know, my body on chill mode right now. Yeah.
You know, I used to say this when playing linebacker in the NFL. The bigger the booty of that D tackle in front of me, the sexier, man. I mean, you're sucking up a lot of blocks up there.
Oh yeah, man. A lot of power.
You know, I like
a lot of power.
I like about the belly roll is that you own that thing, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's like between you and Bennett. I mean, there's. I think Bennett always claims that pregnancies go up in the city after that happens.
See, I got mine from my favorite artist growing up was MC Hammer. That's where I got mine from.
So wait a minute.
MC Hammer was the best dancer.
The belly roll comes from MC Hammer?
MC Hammer.
Explain.
Well, so growing up, you know, it was certain rap groups where, you know, I couldn't listen to because my parents, you know, parent advisory on the CD, right? Or a tape.
Okay.
So MC Hammer was one of those rappers, like, my parents was like, okay, go ahead. You know, you can listen to this guy. So MC Hammer, you know, I thought he was the best dancer of all the rappers. So I was like, okay, you know, I need to, you know, take some of these moves he's doing, you know.
Pumps in a bump, is that right?
Yeah.
Pumps in a bump?
But it's two videos. It's a clean video and it's a video that, you know, kids shouldn't watch.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a pool party. But don't watch the pool party.
Don't watch the pool party.
Don't watch the pool party. It's a video. It's two videos. Don't watch the pool party. You gotta be 18 and older.
Joined here by defensive tackle Brandon Mebane, and if you weren't here live at Pearl Bar and Dining, you missed the tutorial on how to do the infamous belly roll. That's right, we learned that here, and you guys got to see it. Not many people can say they got to see it live in person. Going back to football, let's talk about this defense. You know, 58, 57, 28. I'm sorry, 31-28. That's the last 4 games. Right now, you guys, the last 4 games, the defense is stopping teams, holding the run to 44 yards a game.
Right.
What's the secret? What's going on with the defense? How are you guys stopping the run this way?
I think it's we all playing discipline ball. Everybody's playing gap sound. And I think one of the key things is, you know, we're not missing a lot of tackles. You know, if you look at football like now, like later in the year, a lot of teams miss a lot of tackles. So that's one of the key things, too, that we pride ourselves on is, you know, kind of lowering our tackle miss and playing gap sound defense.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, and then the other thing, too, I was talking about, I feel like, Brandon, a little bit with this defense, you have so many playmakers.
Right.
I got to believe that there's a temptation sometimes to leave your gap and say, okay, I see that guy running out there, I'm going to go out there.
It's sometimes that happens, but we know the guys that does that. And, you know, you be like, okay, I got your back. But sometimes if you see it, we go get it.
Who are the guys that do that?
I'm not going to name no names.
Yeah, we don't want to name names.
I'm not going to name
Not
names.
naming names. No, definitely. I'll tell you one. The one
asked the question.
Well, one of the things I always appreciated from defensive tackles, I'm wondering if you do this. Not that you would ever do anything illegal.
Right.
But as a linebacker, I always appreciated when I saw an inside guy grab the guard by the jersey a little bit, just so he can't get up and block me.
I do that.
Yeah, okay.
I definitely do that.
I see a little bit of that going on.
Yeah, I definitely do that.
You know, one of the things I think is too picky, and I don't want to get in trouble because, you know, I'll sit and complain about the officials and how they're calling the game and everything now, but one of the things is hands to the face.
Right.
That happens so easily. I mean, you're not trying to do that, but your hands slip all the time. Do you think that maybe they've gotten a little bit picky on that call?
I just think they're just trying to go geared towards just protecting the game and protecting players' health, and they're just trying to find, you know, other ways to try to, you know, protect players.
Yeah, does that happen a lot to you, or are you one of those guys that's pretty good at keeping your hands down?
Well, I don't hit people in the face, but people hit me in the face.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, a lot of offensive linemen do that to slow you down.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty much a lot of centers, a lot of crafty centers. They check your head, they hit you in the head to try to like slow you down because it's something that you're really not expecting. So they check your head and then try to look to the other side, see if, you know, a blitz coming or a stunt coming, try to slow you down and kind of shocked. Pretty much like a shock.
But you and I know that all offensive linemen are dirty-ass cheaters, right? Bunch of holders.
Are they dirty, Bane? Are the offensive linemen dirty?
Not all of them, but, you know, it's some out there, you know, that's trying to.
About 90%.
Yeah. It's gotten better, though. It's definitely gotten better.
I mentioned that we were talking to Ataba Rubin earlier, and I'll steal one of the questions that a fellow beat guy asked because I thought it was a good question, is considering that, like we mentioned, your job is a lot different. Do you have to go back and look at the film to assess how you played? Because a lot of guys, say if it was a receiver, they would know I had 7 catches for however many yards and a touchdown.
Right.
It would be pretty obvious. But
right.
when you're playing and right after a game, do you have to go back and look at the film to see how you played, or do you have a pretty good idea?
Well, both. I have a pretty good idea where I'm playing, and, you know, after the game, I definitely go back and watch some of the things I probably could have did better, or, you know, hand placement, mostly like technique work. Just looking for like little keys and little things that I'm giving away that maybe the, you know, other teams is pretty much picking up on and stuff like that.
And there's a lot of nuances to the position, right? People would think that it's these 350-pound guys and it's just a matter of brute strength and who's going to win. But there's a lot of technique involved in that.
It's a lot of technique. It's a lot of thinking, trying to figure out, you know, where their tendencies, where they like to run the ball at, or, you know, do they like to pass the ball on certain downs, you know, second and short, do they like to pass or do they like to run? Do they like to sneak? Are they a sneak team, which a quarterback sneak is? That's what sneak means. Just like little small things, hand placement, you know, the guard looking a certain way. You know, I go on and on tonight talk about all this stuff.
Don't give away all your secrets.
Yeah.
Joined here by Brandon Mebane, defensive tackle for your Seattle Seahawks at Seahawks Weekly. Mebane, before you get to the game, you look like somebody that got some superstitions. You got some superstitions a little bit. I'm a superstitious person. Do you have any things, any rituals that you like to do before the game? There's something.
No, not really. If something's working for me, I just continue to do it. Like before a game, every game I pray, which I always do that. Get tape. Sometimes get in a hot tub, depending on how I'm feeling. But as far as like no, I don't think.
When you wake up on Sunday morning, like this coming up against Cleveland, you got the Cleveland Browns. When you wake up on a Sunday morning, do you have something that you like to eat particular? Do you have music that you listen to on the way to the stadium?
Well, I like to listen to rap that has bad lyrics in the car.
Oh, shame on you. Shame on. I'm going to tell your parents.
I listen to that now, but on Sunday morning, it's kind of hard to eat, like tomorrow morning, like I eat, like, you know, not a lot, but I won't eat like tomorrow morning I would on Sunday. It's just something about just the game just give you like the little jitters, like, man, if I eat too much, I throw up.
You still get nervous before games?
Yeah.
Really?
It's more so this is respect, you know. It's just like you know you can do what you can do against your opponent, but it's more so like, you know, you still respect them, because if you underestimate them, you know, you can get used.
Right.
Sometimes when you throw up before a game, it heightens your awareness, right? I mean, it just like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever done that?
I'm trying to.
I did that a couple of times before.
Really?
Like about 2009. I did some. This is what I was doing. I was doing drinking, just not drinking alcohol before a game, but I was drinking like a Red Bull, and I drank like a Spark or something like that, and my stomach just didn't take it in, so I just everywhere. Yeah.
Brandon, this has been my question of the day. We've talked to a bunch of different players, so I'm going to ask you, do you know Cleveland's record?
I think it's like 3-10 or something.
You got it. You're the first one. And the reason why I asked that question is because I asked Patrick Lewis today, I asked Kelsey McRae, and the reason why is because you guys look at the game so differently than we do. I mean, we're out here in the media, we're looking at all the stats and everything, we're looking at their record, but you guys are just looking at film, and when you look at a team like Cleveland, you give them a lot of respect based on what you see on film.
Well, you know, we see the record, but we don't pay attention to the record because, you know, for one, they're professionals just like we are. So, you know, we definitely don't take those guys for granted. And, you know, we play these guys hard, or just as hard as anybody we play that has an undefeated record.
Their head coach said Russell Wilson was an elite. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, you know, he has his opinion. But like I said, man, I think Russell Wilson got the last dragon glow, man.
He got the glow?
He got the glow, man. He got the glow, man. You got to tell them the movie. Everybody don't know what movie we talking about.
You guys, if you're listening at home or you guys listen out here, you've probably ever seen the movie The Last Dragon with Vanity and Timex, and he got got the glow.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. So Russell Wilson right now, he's got the glow.
He got the glow,
The Last Dragon.
I'm going to make an impossible transition to talking about centers here.
Okay.
Cleveland has a pretty accomplished center in Alex Mack, and I'm wondering, when you're studying opponents, how much are you focused on that center? I'm sure you're looking at the entire offensive line, but considering your proximity to that player, is it mainly the center that you prepare for?
Well, I played with Alex Mack, or he played with me.
At Cal,
I'm younger
right?
than Cal, yeah. At Cal, he came in, I think 2005. So I'm very familiar with the center from Cleveland. Pretty much what I look at is hand placement, his lateral movement, just things that he does like on double teams. Is he a finesse guy? Is he one of those guys that like to try to run his feet after the play and things like that? Yeah.
Who's the best center you've played against?
I think the best centers I've played against are the crafty centers, because the craftier centers are the centers that does little small things to try to, that's not real strong, but they do little small things to try to get in your way. So basically what makes it hard for me is that, you have to be 100% on your technique every time, because they'll do little small things to like cut you off or, try to like get in your way. But it's not like you'll go against a typical center. A typical center will try to show you how strong he is, like right off top, to where a finesse center, he'll like grab the back of your jersey, try to just get in your way so you can't get in your gap. So.
They're dirty, aren't they?
Well, not so much dirty, but they're, they're a real technical sound. Yeah.
Brandon, they're dirty. Okay, I'll say.
Well, when you was playing, it was a lot dirty.
You know what, Gia? The thing I noticed about Brandon, he's got a good radio voice now. You don't want to go into radio, do you?
Nah, I want to learn how to build a house from the ground up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's intriguing. Do you do any kind of handyman stuff around the house right now?
Well, I tried to do some painting. That didn't work out good. Yeah.
You don't want to come do radio with me when you're done? When you're done here in this beautiful city of Seattle, you're done playing.
I do some guest appearances.
You do some guest appearances? Mebane92.com. That's your new website that just launched. Mebane92.com.
Right.
You have a new foundation that's going to be launching. Tell us about this new foundation you got going.
So the new foundation is based off of childhood literacy. It's basically like, whether you're rich or poor, it's basically, kids are, growing up with literacy problems. So basically, if a kid has as you see, in third grade and he has a first grade reading level, we basically want to take the approach of a Sylvan approach. So the Sylvan approach, which I participated in, is basically you have one-on-one tutoring, and the one-on-one tutoring is you're testing a certain booklet. They'll see what grade level you're in. You test a certain booklet, and if you test out and you do good, you get a certificate. And basically, when you get the certificate, it's kind of like a sense of accomplishment. And so it's kind of like becomes a competition with yourself and with the other people in the class. And while you're doing this, you don't even know you're really like competing, and you're also getting better with your reading. So it's basically like to just keep encouraging kids to read. And there's a lot of parents out there that can't afford to send their kids to like Sylvan and things like that. And Sylvan actually helped change my life. Sylvan came to my junior high when I was in the 6th or 7th grade, and I did it for like 2 or 3 years. And those 2 or 3 years, man, it changed my life just completely, because we didn't have like the resources. Thank you. We didn't have like all the resources, to actually see or how to get me help. We tried to the Hooked on Phonics, and I was like, oh, this is boring. No offense to Hooked on Phonics, but it didn't work for me. But no, the Sylvan actually, it really, really helped me, man, so much. It gave me so much confidence, and it just helped me a lot. And that's what we want to do. We want to build kids' confidence, get them to their grade level, or if possible, get them past their grade level, and just keep building, improving their lives.
That's awesome, Brandon. I talked to somebody I've known with the Seahawks for a long time, said 3 of the best men that they've ever known that have come through there. One is Ben Obamana, who I love, and I got his number and name plugged into my phone, talk to him all the time. The other one's Marcus Trufant, who I'm working with. And the third one was you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and you know, I think that's you've got a lot of wisdom to impart on some of these young guys. And you know, we're coming up on playing this guy, Johnny Manziel. And so, you know, the thing I always say is that personality matters so much. How you conduct yourself, how you go about your business, you know. And, you know, the fact that you're spending your time doing something like that instead of, you know, screwing around, I mean, that's had a huge effect. And I'm curious how many times guys come to you, some of the younger guys, and then how much wisdom are you imparting on them?
Well, you know, a lot of guys say like we're sitting in like the sauna or after practice, and you know, we got like a first or second year guy, and you know, we just start off just talking and just talking about life and everything, and sometimes without them even asking me, you know, I just start off the conversation. I just talk to them and just talk about life and on the field and off the field, you know, how to take care of business, or, you know, how to take care of your body, and, you know, the off season, you know, saving your money and things like that. And a lot of things that's just important to have, like, prolong your professional career. It was a lot of guys, you know, that since I've been here, that came, a lot of veteran guys, you know, whether they play defensive line or wide receivers. I got, like, you know, like one thing from all those guys, and you know, whether, you know, they worked for me or they didn't, you know, I was just always just want to know knowledge, and that's one of the things. Going back to the foundation, it's basically like when you have the confidence in the classroom, you know, you won't hesitate to ask questions, and that's why I try to tell a lot of guys, you know, in the classroom when we're doing film study, ask questions. No question is dumb, you know. Ask as many questions as you can. Just like, okay, they laugh at you, okay, whatever, cool. They laughing at you. That's what we're going to do. We're going to laugh at you. We're going to clown you. But you're getting better as an individual player.
Well,
hey, Brandon, I'm sure you and every other player in the NFL has heard the saying that the alternate meaning of NFL is not for long, right? Because it speaks to just how quickly things can change in the NFL. And you're sort of a rarity in that regard, having been in the same place for 9 years, 3 head coaches, a bunch of different turnover on the roster. Do you ever stop and think about how just kind of rare that is to be in one place for so long, whereas there's so much turnover in the NFL?
Well, you know, one of the things I try to tell guys is, you know, you hear that slogan, not for long, and, you know, play every play like it's your last play. Well, you know, I never really, like, focused on that. I just try to play every play like, you know, I'm having fun. You know, don't worry about all the negative things or this could happen or that could happen, because you can get out of bed and you can fall and slip and hurt your ankle getting out of bed. You know, it's a lot of what ifs. But, you know, if you just pray, man, and just ask God what you want, and just be positive, man, and don't worry about all the what ifs or this can happen. Because, you know, I tore my hamstring off the bone, and you know, your mind started playing tricks on you then, and you're like, oh, man, I'm going to be able to play, and I'm back playing, man. I'm healthy.
Well, Brandon Mebane, we really appreciate you joining us, man. And I just got one little quick one. This has to take about 15 seconds, man. But I've been wanting to ask you this for a long time.
All right.
I've known you since you was a rookie.
All right.
And for the first 5 years, you did not let me clean your car. Real quick, can you just tell me why? Because it kind of gave me a complex, man.
Well, well, first of all, nothing against Kirkland, but we was in the small facility in Kirkland.
Okay.
I mean, it seemed like I didn't really need no car wash there because it was always raining.
All right.
I was like, I don't need no car wash. But now that I have kids, or I have one kid, one way, I might as well say kids.
All right.
It's important to get your car clean.
Took 5 years, man.
Yeah.
Took 5 years.
Yeah.
But I still love you anyway.
Gee, he was young then. He was trying to save his money.
The wisdom. I didn't have the wisdom.
Oh, right. Wisdom. My man. My man.
I was gaining wisdom.
Okay.
That's good, Brandon.
Brandon Mebane, everybody. Your defensive tackle for your Seattle Seahawks joins us.